If your ink's too slow and your nib won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to see you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
You know, I haven't heard any problems with the Magna Carta pens lately. I know many people that have bought them, and many people are curious, and they have been satisfied with them, so that's a good thing. But because Magna Carta really has spent a lot of time to get these pens right, because they have their name on it, and you know, Heron is really picky, and his brother, you know, works real hard behind the lines putting these pens together. So you know, I was blessed to be able to chat with Heron and the brother back last year sometime when they were getting all this started. And he has talked about, doesn't know if he's going to do it, a double broad nib, because I've been asking about it. There's some thought going around, and at one time it was leaning more towards it, but I don't know what happened. So maybe they're working on something behind the line. I don't know about that yet.
Oh, yeah.
But those are beautiful pens. I mean, yeah, I love seeing them.
There's another gold one that's got swirls on it. And I believe these are called the Oxford.
Yeah, I think I have that one. Yeah, beautiful pen. Writes great. Yeah.
Nice massive clip on that. And then going away from the gold and back to, I'd say, rather toward their less expensive end, it would be, you know, around the 120 range. We've got these four. So
tell us about it. Tell the folks about those pens.
So these two here, this one has a little more red in it.
Yeah.
Whereas this one has a little more brown and blue. And they're on the thinner side, on the smaller side, so that way, you know, it just gives you another option if you don't want a larger size pen overall. And
when you say smaller or thinner, like compared to what?
Compared to the larger Magna, and you know, so.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah. So it's definitely got a.
Do you ever post size comparisons with other pens? Not the high-end pens, but when you guys probably know, I post a lot of size comparisons of the pens I own, and what I'll generally do is always include something like the Lamy Safari. I'd also include like a Platinum 3776 or something that's commonly owned. It's one of the big questions people always have. Is someone Liz was asking you, how big is the pen? So showing sizes compared to other Magna Cartas, unless you own that, means nothing to somebody who doesn't own one.
Sure.
It might be thinking about, or rulers or something.
No, I appreciate that. That helps a lot, you know, and I definitely want to get on that. Making things easier to understand the actual size comparison, because it's, you know, easy to say, oh well, it's a comfortable pen to hold on to, but that doesn't mean anything without a ruler next to it, like you said.
So like the pen you're holding now, that you're saying that was a smaller pen, like maybe like compared to like what Dr. Joe was saying, you know, like compared to a common or a pilot that most people would have, or a sailor or a Lamy, like compared to a Lamy Safari, like is that, you know, the same size? It was a little thicker.
It's a little thinner than a Safari, and probably about the same length. But I can run and grab one of mine real quick if you want, to hold it side by side. But
well, just I know that the Magna Carta Emotion I have, it's I mean, it's a pretty thick pen, but it's not very long, you know, but
right.
it's you know, it's pretty hefty. But when you're saying when Magna Carta pen is slimmer, you know, I'm kind of trying to picture what is slimmer, what is a slim pen to Magna Carta.
Sure, and so this is thicker than a Lamy 2000, but thinner than the Safari.
Okay,
So,
okay.
I would say,
Thank you. Okay.
sure. It's more in line with maybe Monteverdi and Vincia, if that helps. And so for all these resin pens, they're not going to be on the heavier side. They are all fairly decently weighted, but that's, again, it's all subjective terms. So to me, what feels comfortable may feel different. So, and one of the things I'm doing is, you know, free shipping all over. So that way, if anyone needs adjustments or something, like it doesn't affect the end user. So,
And what's your shipping to Canada?
minimal. Yeah, so I know.
Had to ask.
No, I appreciate that because you know, I'm trying to not charge shipping as much as possible, and I would basically charge the exact cost. So like even if something ends up being a little bit more than what I get for the shipping charge, then you know I'll eat the loss. Like I really don't care. I just want to get you the pens. So, you know, I'm not one of those adding handling costs, none of that. It's just, let's get it to you as cheap as possible.
I have not seen any of those pens in any of our shops here where I live, on the other side of the pond.
Really?
So I live in Norway.
Oh, wow.
And Norway is not very big in fountain pens, so I normally need to buy from the UK. We do have a couple of stores, but it's two online stores, and that's it. And in Oslo, we have one physical store to go into. But you guys in the United States have so much more to offer and a lot better deals because you are so big. You know, in the entire Norway, we are just 5.5 million people.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I was also actually interested in the shipping fee since I'm on the other side of the world.
Sure. So I would just make it whatever the actual cost is, and and keeping it as inexpensive as possible. And I also add insurance on there just at my own expense, nothing additional passed on to you. So I just charge whatever the shipping itself is, and I give the extras.
Perfect.
You know,
I also have to say to these Dr. Vitolo, is that your name?
Yes,
that it was very nice of you to actually ask him for the comparison to other pens, because for me, you know, we have Lamis, we have Twisbys, Platinum, Pilots, you know, mostly the most well-known for the international market, but never ever heard about the Magna Carta before. So, so for me, it could have been like this when it's like this, and yeah. So it's nice to have the comparison.
well, I'm happy to. I was just requested to go grab that Lamy to compare them. If you all hang on for like 2 seconds.
Thank you.
Sure, of course. One moment.
Yeah, I purchased a Lamy just for size comparison. I had no intention of using it. That's when I discovered how wonderful a pen it is. Fabulously made. It writes well.
I
but
like it a lot. I'm actually writing with it right now. It is not a Safari, but it's an All-Star. So
Oh, that looks like an old color.
yeah, I guess it is. It's a bronze.
Mm.
So
Yeah, no, I was pleasantly surprised by the pen. So, and I think just having that comparison, there's a few pens that a lot of people do own, but you know, it's good to make that kind of comparison. This way, people get a real sense of. And I can show you with something in my hand, but I have a big hand. So how would you relate that to how it fits in your, you know, fits for you? So.
All right, sorry about that.
Fine, you're fine. We
Thank
appreciate you going to get the pen.
Sure, my pleasure. So I've got here, actually, you said that, you know, platinum. I just grabbed a bunch of zip cases because I didn't remember which one had the lotteries. So platinum 3776, I believe.
Yeah.
that one I have. Okay. Yeah.
So
So it's slightly bigger.
slightly bigger. And then
And finally, this meeting was at a time that I'm able to actually join, because normally it's in the middle of the night. So for me, it was perfect.
What time is it there for you?
It's 7 p.m.
Oh, okay.
I really like that candy stripe, whatever that was you saw. It's still in my brain. Well, I forgot I don't have a brain, so that's okay. So,
I'm with you there, Larry. I like that one too. I'd like to see it again.
thank you, thank you. Landis, help me. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Oh, that is so gorgeous. Oh,
yeah, for the Lamy comparison.
So what are we calling that one again, Adam?
This one is, I've got all the names right here. It's called Mag Stripes.
And it's from the Magna Carta.
Correct. Yeah, everything I'm selling is Magna Carta.
how much?
Let's see. Mag Stripes is 180.
So Larry has got it in his cart already.
Could you please compare those small, thick ones, the one that we had a sneak peek on, and put it together with the Lamy?
Happily.
Thank you.
Sure. Let's see. Now I have to remember which one.
Those you show, the one that you had to put into your website. Sorry about my English, it's not the best, but
No, your
No,
English
it's
is great.
great.
It's
We can understand you easily.
that's good.
are you talking about
Those, yes,
These, okay.
those, yes.
Now, Adam, I'm wondering if you could put those on top of like a book so that you could, well, especially when you're comparing the different pens, but you know, if you could put them on a book to just see
So
how
it's same length, but
somewhat
it's
thicker.
fatter. Yeah, thicker.
definitely thicker.
But if you take off the cap,
Sure.
sorry about being so curious. But
No, I think
No.
it's great. Magna Carta doesn't make little pens.
yeah, so it's the body that's actually the thicker part.
Yeah, the grip is longer on the Lamy, I think. Would you say that, Adam?
Definitely.
Oh yeah. That Dun, 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 dun. Yes, for sure.
So, oh
I
yeah,
kind of fell in love with those small ones.
Second
understandable.
order of the day there, Adam.
I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. So yeah, so the new ones are, of course, are not yet on the website. So just shoot me a message and we can figure it out. And I'll try and get it on there as soon as possible. Over here, it looks like, yeah, it looks like I'm not going to the pool today, maybe. So I'll try and get it on the website today. They're talking about having some thunderstorms scattered all day. And I thought maybe, you know, getting a little bit of sun while there's still time before Labor Day weekend or something.
Can you compare, show a comparison between the two size nibs?
Yes. Meaning like number 6 and number 8.
And then compare it like to a lamy, you know, put them up next to a lamy to kind of see the difference with that too.
Sure.
That just goes to illustrate all the questions you get and how important it is to have that kind of comparison. And I don't know if there's a problem with using it professionally, using a lamy, you know, on your website or something, but it does help a lot of people just to be able to see that.
I mean, I'm so small.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
So that's the number 6 you're showing now?
Correct.
Okay.
And then, let me.
What size of nib is on that lamy?
This is a 1.1 stub. As far as whether it's a 5 or a 6 or something, that I don't know.
No, to know the size in the stub is fine.
Okay, thank you. And then this one is the number 8. And actually, let me put the number 6 next to it by comparison.
Okay. Big difference.
That's better.
Now that I got my head out of the way, right? And
Where are you located, Adam?
Montgomery Village, Maryland.
Maryland?
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you for doing that. That's a great picture to have.
Thank you. No, it's my pleasure. And yeah, as far as, you know, using images and comparisons for other brands, I have no problems doing that, you know, myself. Especially I'm such small time, like I can't imagine anyone caring if, you know, if I put the image up comparing the 2 sizes.
Well, Dr. Joe had some comments made about that one time.
What's
yeah?
that?
Comparing a lamy to like a really high-end pen. Remember, you had some people saying some negative things about it.
Yeah, well, I was just posting. I mean, he thought it was a joke to put a lamy safari next to an expensive Mont Blanc, but that's not why I did it. It was just, you know, a lot of people don't own that pen, so you know, Mont Blanc. So it was just whatever. You know,
that is way over my price range, so I would
funny
have,
about stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna have opinions on what you should or shouldn't show or something. I mean, I feel like the more information you put out, the better. And just
completely agree.
Yeah, because especially seeing something on a computer screen, it's so hard to know exactly what you're getting, what it looks like. Are the colors on your screen accurately representing what the pen is? How good was the picture? You know, so, and that's why I just want to make sure everyone has as good of an understanding as possible. And I'm happy to zoom in, do whatever. But like right now, the only reason I didn't put those pens on a book as requested is because this Zoom chat is on my laptop, so it'd be hard to hold a book up vertically as well. So, but
No,
I can
just as a base, like the book as a base, so you could see just the difference in length of pen.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so as actual still pictures, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can do that for sure. And also the doing it with rulers, and I believe also on Magna Carta's website they post the dimensions, the exact dimensions. So that way it takes away some of the guesswork as well.
So real quick on that little candy stripe, monster beautiful pen. Have you sold many of those?
No. I've got, I think I've got 2 in stock. And actually, let me double check before I just say things. But I definitely have at least that one, obviously. And no, I've got 3 total.
Okay.
And so, yes, happy to do whatever anyone wants.
Okay.
Within reason.
Too late.
What's it?
Too late now. Yeah.
Too late. Yeah.
Did you order it already, Larry?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kinda, maybe. I don't know.
So,
Well,
yes.
when you order it, Larry, then you could send it to me to test drive it.
Ah, okay.
Nice.
I'll make sure that does happen.
Ah,
Oh, thank you.
wow. Well, huh.
And also, earlier, I know Larry asked me to put up there. It's official. I have my own business card. Something quick and easy I put together. I don't know if it's coming in backwards for you guys.
Nah, fine.
Oh, it comes in regular. Cool. So yeah, that's me. It's legit, an actual company.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Let's hear it for Adam. Yay!
Thank
All right.
you. Thank you. So yeah, I put on there the social media. I'm trying to put stuff on Instagram and link it to Facebook and stuff to do as much as possible.
Can
Your
you go-
Instagram name.
One more time.
What's your Instagram name?
My Instagram is, I had to look on the card. It's at the original Adam LOL.
Okay.
So, and of course that's also my I've mixed the Instagram as both personal and work, because Pens is passion as well. But so you'll see stuff on my Instagram that is not pen related. Apologies in advance if you don't want to see it. But like I'm into cigars as well, so I post a lot about cigars and scotch and bourbon and stuff on there when I'm sitting outside reading a book. Gotta love either playing with pens, reading my books, and smoking a nice cigar, having a nice tall glass of something. So
My life.
You know, something I find really, it just goes to show that the industry is doing well. We're starting to see folks from different parts of the world do things that were exclusively kept to one, like Urushi, right? There's a guy in Poland who does it. We've got people in India who do some really beautiful Urushi work. And, you know, now they're making their own nibs in India. I mean, that's, I think, a good sign for the fountain pen industry in general. You know, I would have never thought that anybody, I mean, Jonathan Brooks, who's in my area, does Urushi work, you know, and so I think it's a good sign for the health of the industry. Now we just have to promote handwriting more. That's all.
absolutely. And in this area, in the DMV, we've got district, I think it's District Urushi, is Diwakar Sharma. And he's big in the DC Metro Pen Crew on Facebook, that group. An incredible guy as well. I mean, but that's one of the cool things about us fellow pen users is like the people that are not as cool are few and far between. So like everyone's just so wonderful and friendly and supportive of each other, and I love that.
How long has Magna Carta been in business?
That's a good question. I'm not sure, actually. Let me see if I can find on their site and share it on here. Let's see. So of course they're promoting their new Libertatum. I've been saying it wrong. I should probably learn that for selling it. And so Magna Carta has been around.
There's Stephen.
What's that?
There's Stephen.
Yep. Oh yeah. Shoot, they don't have an about us on there.
Well, that's okay. I was just thinking if you knew offhand.
Yeah, sorry about that. But
No, it's okay. It's fine. I was just curious.
thank you. But it's been probably, if I were to guess, at least 7 years or so, maybe 5, minimum of 5. So yeah, and they've just been growing.
They're a newer pen company.
Correct, and their quality has gotten better and better and better, and they're not stagnant, which is what I love. You know, they're continually doing new and different things, changing it up, and not just happy with the status quo. So it's incredible. And they actually listen to feedback. So, you know, unlike a lot of larger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pen places do, yeah.
Yeah, like you can't give feedback to Mont Blanc, for example.
Very true.
All right, my friend. Anything else you'd like to ask? If not, does anybody on here like to interact with Mr. Adam and ask him questions? Now's the time to do it. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody goes silent now.
Oh, you did a great job, Adam. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We've been asking questions, Larry. The whole hour we've been asking questions. So very nice.
No, y'all can ask questions.
Yeah, we did. Me?
Ask more. More.
George has been really quiet.
Yeah.
You got called out.
I'm a man of few words.
Wow. Okay.
I write more than I talk.
Good to see you, here, George.
Well, I really did love the presentation. It was really good. You know, the pens were really, really nice looking pens. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know. So, the nibs were definitely the high point as well, because, you know, I really into those large nibs as well. I like them all, but that large number, what, 8, wasn't it? Yeah. I like that massive nib style. I like the girth. I like large pens. I do like some smaller pens, but I tend to go for the girthy big pens. But, you know, it just depends on that nib as well, because that's the heart of the pen, you know. But you did one heck of a presentation. Really, really a good one. So I hope somebody got something out of it.
Well, thank you so much. You know, I'm grateful for all of you joining and being part of this, you know, and I appreciate everyone's support.
So, you know, we're planning, God willing, to have Adam back and maybe Burke as well, the team. And so as soon as I find out, I'll let everybody else know. Right? Right on. Yep.
Absolutely. And I did put a message out to Bert, and I'm waiting to hear back from him. So,
okay.
You know, so yeah, we'll see what happens, but I mean, I'm sure it'll be no problem. And if nothing else, I'll be happy to be back on.
Oh yeah, we'll bring you back and see what else. So, are you going to order any more pens from Magna Carta?
Oh yeah, I always have stuff on order with them because I've only got like 2 and 3 of each in stock. So as soon as something sells, I have to order more. So they're always shipping stuff to me. And if I'm ever out of stock on something, it just takes about maybe 3 weeks to get it in from India. So,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm trying to develop more inventory, have more of a back stock, and just make it happen.
Okay, so people know where to order their pens from your site, right?
I hope so. And if there's anything on my website that you don't see, then DM me or email, whatever, however you prefer to communicate. And just we keep the lines of communication open. I'm happy to help any which way possible. And yeah, again, my website, pensgiftsandmore.com.
Okay.
And I've got all my contact info on there as well. Currently, I don't have the shipping settings open to beyond the US, but I will ship beyond the US. So it's just on the website itself, it's a little confusing to figure out how to make it so it doesn't overcharge people or whatever. And I wanted to make it all free shipping to start with. And, so it's free shipping within the US, outside the US, just add a little extra or whatever, but we'll figure it out. Everything's,
Okay, so I'm trying to get this in my head clear. So they go to your website because they see a pen they want there.
Mm-hmm.
So how do they order the pen? Do you have little drop boxes where they can get the pen they want, the color they want, the size nib? They got all that on there?
Absolutely. If I may go to the share screen again.
Shoot, yeah.
And bring my site up. So here's all the pens I'm selling. So of course the ones on sale that you can see, those are just the one-offs. But back to the Magna Carta, for example, if you wanted the Arcanum piston fill, as you can see here, fine, medium, broad, brown swirl, red swirl, very official name colors, color
If
names.
you're wants to know, my birthday's coming up in December.
Nice.
Mine too.
Love it.
I'm turning 65 in a few weeks.
Oh, happy birthday. That's
Thank you. Thank
awesome.
you. Adam, is the Magna stripe on there?
So the one that Larry wants?
Yeah, the one that Larry and I want. Is it on there?
It will be, but also, like I was saying, if something's not on there, then we can just go, like direct through Venmo or whatever, Zelle. We just figure it out.
You just order more from Magna Carta, they'll come.
Well, I've got 3 in stock. I just have to list it on the website. So, like, by the end of the day, I'll try and have it on there. If you want to do it through the website, if it doesn't matter.
I would really like to see a close-up of it. So pictures are.
Do a close-up. Do a close-up. Real good close-up. Here we go.
You have to bring up the regular screen because you can't really see
it
it.
doesn't. Gotcha. My apologies.
Yeah.
All of this stuff is still new.
Here we go.
Okay, so we're back. And then to do the comparison, so here's the close-up. We've got.
Mm-hmm.
And then be sure to take the cap off after
I rotate.
That is so pretty.
Oh yeah, and then so white on both ends, and this one has all the way through, and then it continues along the grip there.
That's an 8 nib.
Oh yes, this is a number 8.
Look big to me, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one speaking to you, Larry?
Yes. Oh. Incense and peppermint.
Does that come with a converter?
Definitely, all the Magna Carta pens that are cartridge converter fill do come with converters.
Inbox and all that, yeah.
So I only have a few boxes. So what when I run out of the boxes until they give me more is I would send it in a tube, and then when I get the box, I'll send the box to follow. I know it's a really bad way of doing things, but but it's hard to get some stuff from them right away. So
Really? Huh.
I've got to get more empty boxes from Magna Carta, so they send that in a separate shipment. So, but I do have empty boxes currently. So I've got 3 of these candy cane ones, or what did I call them? The mag stripes.
Yeah. Let's see. Which one was I looking at?
The number 8.
Number 8. Yeah, but I think it's a different pattern on
Larry, the number 8.
That's it. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
And then for the comparison, does that help as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Of course, the Lambi's not as girthy as the other one, but now what's the name of that pen?
This is the mag stripes.
Think of a car.
Yes. Think of peppermint, incense and peppermint.
Absolutely.
Yes. Color of time. Now, does it have the Magna Carta name on the top of the finial or not?
The Magna Carta name is
it's on there. Okay.
It's on the ring.
It's on the barrel.
Oh, it's on the barrel. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wonder why they didn't put the Magna Carta logo on top.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Extra work, extra cost.
But the white looks good on top. Don't get me wrong. I like the pen. It's a good looking pen.
Yeah. The one I have is on the ring on the cap, the bottom of the cap has Magna Carta.
The I do like the Mag 800 as well. Like as far as well, yeah. Yeah, but I mean definitely where'd the other one go? The orange and the purple. Here we go. So it's, I mean, these just have some personality to it, and like just the webcam here doesn't do it justice, unfortunately. And then here's the purplish one. I mean, just so fun.
Very pretty.
So, thank you.
Anything else you want to show us? I'm enjoying it.
I mean, those are all the lines. You know, we talked about the Denima first, how that's been a huge hit. And I tried one other thing with the Denima. Actually, come to think of it, is I talked with Hiran about changing the trim on this to make it a more matte trim to match the muted nature of the denim, and put a titanium nib in there so that way it all matches. Because right now, if you get a titanium nib on this, and you have shiny trim with a matte nib, it doesn't. I mean, it's still fine, but I think it would look even cooler with a titanium nib with a more muted trim overall.
Go ahead and take the cap off. Let's look at that nib again.
Sure.
All right. Oh,
I've got a broad point on mine.
Now, are those on the feed? Is that the what's the word I'm going to look?
Ebonite. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing is all of the Magna Carta pens, I think with the exception of 1 or 2, they all have ebonite feeds.
Yeah.
So
I think I have one with the red feed as well.
Yep.
How is that Denima, being that it's, sort of a material, how is it going to hold up?
That's a good
Great
question.
for me. I mean, yeah, I don't have any problems with it. In fact, like I said, I'm going to do an update review, and I'll bring that up, man. Just remind me, and I'll show all the details you want to know about, because I have not had any problems with it. Super good nib. It's smooth. It's really wet, and it just does the job. It's just a great pen. I like the ebonite feed. I really do enjoy it.
Mhm. And then also, I would say, as far as the denim material, as to what you were asking about it holding up, the only thing to watch for is when you dip it into the bottle of ink, to use the converter. It's kind of like the Homo sapiens in that you do want to have a wet paper towel right away to wipe it off, so that way it doesn't get a ring of whatever ink you're filling it with.
I love converter pens and cartridge converter pens for the converter, but I never nib into the ink. I disassemble a pen and put a syringe and direct the material directly into the converter, and then put it back on, let the pen sit for a while. It's one of the reasons I don't like, things like the Mont Blanc filler system. You have to stick the entire nib in, suck it up. I just prefer to cleanly do it. Using a syringe. So I know a lot of companies have those syringes available where they're blunt needles and not like, the kind you can stab yourself with. But yeah, nice looking pen. By the way, that pen you just showed with the cap on it reminds me a lot of the Sailor Pro Gear, especially the larger Pro Gear pen. It had not the clip, but the way that band looks around the cap band. Absolutely. Looks good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Are they still selling the emotion line?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for sure. I did, let's see. So I did get a few of those in, but I'm waiting on the only reason it's not on my website yet is because I'm still waiting on the ink wells. So I didn't want to put it out there without having the inkwell to go with it. But
Adam, do they have any hexagon style pens yet?
not yet, but I'm sure that's coming too.
Yeah.
So what are these ink wells that you guys are talking about? Are they like bottles of ink, or what are they?
No, it's an empty ink well. So
Yeah, it's an inkwell that matches the pen color that you receive. It matches the pen.
You're fading away.
And it's empty. Sorry. Yeah, it's just an inkwell that matches the color of the pen that you choose. And it comes empty. Yeah. So you can use it for whatever you want to use it for.
Oh, okay. Cute.
So I know you have to be somewhere else here pretty soon. So I think any more questions before we go? Nope. Everybody's cool, good to go?
Good.
Adam, good to go?
And if you think of any questions later, you've got my info. I'm more than happy to help continue, just whatever people need.
Yeah, I believe I added them y'all in our group that Doc and Liz and we all are in. So you can never find through there as well if you need to, but give him a buzz. He's ready. Get them things out. He needs to sell them, right?
Absolutely.
Unless you're going to babysit all of them forever. So I don't know. Isn't it hard for you to get rid of these pens when people order them?
Hard to get rid of them?
Yeah, because don't you bond with these pens? They're so pretty.
I do, and that's why I keep some of them right out the gate. And,
yeah.
It's definitely hard to set aside. It's kind of like when you're cooking or something and you go, well, okay, one for them, one for me, one for them, one for me.
Yeah. And I've asked the same thing to Franklin Federalist Pens and Lena over at Pen Boutique. It's really hard because you just fall in love with these pens. They're so beautiful. And then when you start writing with them, they're not going nowhere. They'll stay.
Yep, it's so true. And like even working at the shop in Burt with Burt, you know, every time we would get a new pen in, you know,
Hi, Elton. Nice meeting you too.
Nice to see you, Hedgie.
nice meeting you.
Come back and see us.
You know, even working at the store with Bert, it's so hard to not just pick something up every time I'm there. You
Right.
know, I happened to be in the shop on Thursday or something, and walked away with the new Iguana Blue. Had to get it. Like, it's just so cool. With the double broad nib.
Double broad, yes, yes.
Deluxe clip. It's just an awesome pen. Beautiful. I love the all sport. And so every time Kuiko puts out a limited or even non-limited, you know, I have to have it. Same thing with the Blackwing era, the Blackwing pencils. I mean, those are so legit fun. And I love
You
it.
sell Blackwing pencils too, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, through Bert, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing them on your site.
Don't they have a special sharpener for those pencils?
Yes. I mean, they'll use regular sharpeners as well, of course. But
square. The ones I'm talking about are square.
Yeah, they've got some really cool sharpeners, 2-stage, single stage, long point sharpeners, and also they've got paper, special paper, slate pads, things like that, and just everything Blackwing is doing is really fun. I wish they would do more with softer lead. Unfortunately, they've been gearing more toward firm and extra firm or hard lead, and that's not in my personal preference as much. I like the smoother, softer graphite, but I'm sure you all wanted to know that. It's all part
both. I like both of them. Depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah, they all definitely have their own usefulness, and I guess for me, the softer lead reminds me of writing with like a nice double broad fountain pen nib or something, where it's just smooth like butter and just fun to write with. And also all the new retro 51 pens that keep coming out, those are so fun, and all of them are just so inexpensive. It's really cool to see what they're doing.
Always coming out with something new.
Yep. Yeah. And all the fun narwhal pens coming out. Oh my goodness. That's so
I showed
cool.
the Retro 51 Tesla to one of my coworkers because he has a lot of the guys in my office have a Tesla. So I said, oh, you guys should have this.
Oh yeah. No, for sure. They've got some fun themes. I was able to pick up from Bert's the bamboos. So back in the day, I missed out on the panda, got the turtle one, then got the green panda, and he got in the long discontinued original. So I had to complete the set.
Very nice.
I'm busy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Larry, when are we meeting next time?
Okay, don't forget Monday, we have, what's his name, Abiel?
Abiel Acosta,
Yeah, what time is 7?
7, I think, yes,
Yeah,
Central.
7 whose time?
And
Like
yeah,
this
my time. And then we'll probably have a Pen Hangout during the week sometime, so that's going to be fun. Yeah. So everybody come on back. Back.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Thank
So-
you, Adam.
Thank
All right.
you.
We took up a lot of your time, but we appreciate it.
No, the pleasure is mine. I enjoy talking with everyone. So, this is fun.
It is. I'm enjoying it.
Same.
Yeah. So, well, folks, we're going to hang it up for now, but we'll see those who can make it tomorrow, Monday, 7 p. my time, Central Time. And then we will plan another, just a pen hangout and just have some fun. And Doc, I hope you can make it because Doc always picks it up for me, and thank you to Doc, So that's about it. So I'm going to say on my end, thank you everybody for taking the time and joining us today. It means a lot. A lot of fun, a lot of good people, a lot of enthusiasm here. And Adam, thank you very much. You did one heck of a presentation. I really enjoyed it. In my opinion, you got down to what you needed to get down to, and you just blew it up. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, then we're going to end it. Folks, we'll see you again soon.
Ciao, everyone.
Bye-bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you.